Guys, I want you to understand this, and everyone needs to understand this, that you'll never feel full unless you're on a quest of a soul searching quest of looking for the truth. That's our whole purpose. Our soul came here to learn what the truth is. Learn the truth of the universe, how it operates, the creator, learn the truths of ourselves, learn the truths of what we need to put in this body to make it last longer, know the truths of what we need to put into our mind so that we think clearer, know the truth of what they're doing to prevent all that, know the truths of the fear that they're ingrained in us from young and that they continue to ingrain in us. That's why it's like, I don't spend pretty much any of my time watching entertaining videos. Even if it's a cat video, dog video, I don't even watch those videos. Like if someone sends it to me, then yeah, I'll watch it because they send it to me. But all my free time that I get, or the time that I take to make free time, I just watch content that helps me learn and grow. And some are quote unquote fearful, but I have the self-awareness not to let that bog me down. I'm like, okay, this is what they're doing. Like, put it in a chip in my brain, understand it, and move on from it. But the most videos that I always watch are motivational videos or videos about healing and learning the things that you need to overcome, because that's the most important. Once you heal yourself, once you grow, once you understand yourself better, then you can be a service to others. Until you heal and understand yourself, then you can't serve anybody. And you can still help people along the journey of your healing journey because you share the information that you've learned, right? It's like for me, I know I feel the most fulfilled when I'm seeking knowledge, when I'm learning new things, when I'm learning more about myself, when I'm getting exercise, when my mind feels clear, when I'm getting sunlight, when I'm grounding my feet in nature, like all these simple things. I know that's when I feel the most happy. But what bogs me down is when I start thinking about the future or the past. That's when I'm not in the present moment and I'm not doing the things that make me feel good. And I'm allowing stuff that doesn't exist per se to make me fearful, because it's all fear that stops us from being joyful, being positive. It's the fear of, am I being delusional? Am I really just going to have blind faith and believe in this? Or am I supposed to control the situation? And we're not. We're supposed to just take aligned action with the intuitive hits that we get. It's like little hits that you'll get. Your intuition will tell you, oh, you need to go pay this, or oh, you need to go outside and get some sun because you're feeling like you have too much energy inside of you. Oh, you need to go for a walk. Oh, you need to go cook now. Like, it's these little hits, and we don't take it seriously because we think nothing of it. We don't realize that's our intuition training us to be like, follow these small things, because if I'm going to send you bigger things, you're not going to be able to handle them or hear them because you don't even follow the small things first, right? You're not doing the things that make you feel good first, or the things that you need to get done before I can give you bigger tasks and bigger things that you need to share or do, or whatever the case is. And why seeking knowledge is so important, and why sitting in stillness is so important, is because when you seek all that knowledge, it's like overwhelming. It's all coming to you at once. That's why I usually, when it's really important knowledge, something that is beneficial to me or beneficial to the collective, I will write it down. So let's say I'm watching an hour or two video. That video will take me like 4 hours to watch because I'm pausing it and making notes on that. And that's how you remember things. That's how you learn. That's why they taught us that in school, is writing things down, right? There's some things that is detrimental about school, like the information that they're teaching us about history and stuff like that. But there's some skill set that we learned that are beneficial to us. But the whole premise of what they were doing is to making us workers for them. But you can take those skills and still make yourself your own boss and your own way of doing things. But there are certain skill sets that they taught you that can be beneficial towards your life. Like, for example, me going back to university, it wasn't because I was like, oh, I need more knowledge or anything like that, because I was already seeking knowledge on my own. But it was to learn the grammatical skills, writing essays, the discipline, the consistency. All of that stuff is not what high school taught me. That's what university taught me. And getting access to a wide range of information that I wouldn't necessarily go and learn on my own because I wasn't, quote unquote, interested in those topics. So I wouldn't, like entrepreneurship, marketing, all that stuff, I wouldn't really go on my own and read those books, because philosophy and those books were more important in understanding my mind. So I was I had to take those courses as elective, and I'm so beneficial towards them because they've impacted my life and how I see things and how I can help and give other people's advice because of those courses that I've taken. So it's like university is beneficial if you're not if you learn how to not let the programming affect you, and you take the nuggets of information that they give you to make yourself stronger, like having to read all these books by a certain time, having to write essay after essay after essay. Like your ability to write things becomes so faster because you've trained yourself for so long. So there's so many things that are beneficial, but you just can't get caught in the programming of them telling you to go to a 9 to 5, that university is for you to get a job after. Like university is just like a school of thought. Like you gain information. Like if you're becoming an engineer, doctor, and all those things, then yeah, university is for the career path that you want to take. But a lot of the people that take arts and stuff, it's not to just get through. Just try to absorb all the information that you can. Read those books. Gain the knowledge. Gain the insight. Because, yeah, you may not see it now, but it does benefit you later on in life. Soak in the information because you're paying for that. Soak it in. Why not, right? That's why letting go of alcohol, letting go of any other substances, bud, whatever it is, the reason why it's important to let all those substances go, because those substances make you seek pleasure. Then you just want to live a life that's full of pleasure, pleasure, pleasure. Not discipline, not consistency, not growing and expanding your mind, just looking for the next thing that brings you pleasure and fun. But when you let go of those substances, you start to focus on the bigger scale. Like, oh, now I want my body to be really healthy. And if my body is really healthy, then my mind is really healthy. I'm only going to put stuff in it that's good for it. I'm only going to do things that strengthen me, strengthen my soul, strengthen my insight, strengthen my mind. Like, you become very selective on what you do because you're no longer putting this poison in your body that's making you blurred, basically, that's making you in a state where you only look for pleasure and desire instead of something bigger, your purpose, instead of fulfilling your purpose. It blocks you, it blinds you from fulfilling your purpose. And we all have a different purpose in life. Like my purpose is spreading messages. My purpose is writing poems. My purpose is speaking the truth into existence through my voice, through my communication. I have good communication skills. That's my strength, and that's what I use to get the messages out. But other people have different strengths. Like they have tarot readings, they have healing the body, they have engineering skills, they have doctor healing the body, but holistic ones, right? The ones in the pharmaceutical company, a lot of them are just doing the quota that they're meant to gain, and they don't really have knowledge. They're just reading these books on what they've been told. But holistic medicine, and some doctors that are like stepping outside, even though they have the degree as a doctor, they're looking for other approaches as well, instead of just buying into what the system is telling them is good for their patients and not. And those doctors are amazing. So it's like everyone has a skill of what they're meant to do and what truth they're meant to share into this world. Some people are diet, sharing what things are good for the body, what foods to eat, all that stuff. Everyone has a different message that they're meant to share. It's about tapping into what your skill is by trying different things, and then you know that, hey, this is what I feel the most passionate about. This is what lights me up. This is what feels easy for me to do. You know, it doesn't feel easy in the start, but once you start doing it, just like learning a sport, learning how to ride a bike, all these stuff doesn't feel easy at the beginning. It feels uncomfortable, but once you get the hang of it, you're like, this is fire. I love this. And honestly, exercise is the most crucial thing for your body. I know so many people drive, they think exercise is too much because they want to do this routine and all these things that they've seen. Like, I need to go to the gym and go on the treadmill and do all these things, but just walk. If you are not into all these other routines and it feels too overwhelming for you, then just walk and do your stretches and try to lift your leg up and down. Just do simple things that work for you. Don't make it overwhelming and start doing stuff that you're like, I don't want to do this, and you can't be consistent with. Do something that you can be consistent with because it clears your mind and makes you talk 100 miles per hour. Like today's like 20 degrees today, so I walked to the grocery store and I walked back and I felt so good because the sun was shining down on me. I got my exercise, I got all the healthy foods that I needed, and that was what made me in this state where I was feeling so tired before, but just doing that, I got this burst of energy and not caffeine.